Alright, so I was right. I basically just created a boolean. So let's just make a private bool connected. We're going to set that initially to false. And on connected to server, we're just going to say connected is true. On initialized server, let's just say connected is true. And we're only going to do this if not connected. So if we're not connected, we're going to do that. Else, if we are connected, we're going to draw this, how many people are connected. Okay, so I accidentally clicked over here in Unity and found that I had a problem. I'm using this text field on a number. So what we need to do is port number dot toString. And over here, we actually should make this, we should do int.tryParse, take in this as the main thing, and then we take in an out port number. So it should look like that. And we need connected to be false when we disconnect from the server. And remember that over here we have an on disconnected from server, which is, you know, pretty straightforward. So let's do, actually I'm going to make it underneath the connections. So private void on disconnected from server, connected equals false. The connection has been lost or disconnected. There we go. So let's jump back into Unity and see if we have any errors. Okay. Initialize server connections, listen for Usenet. So apparently this version of initialize server is obsolete, and they want us to use basically the same thing, and to put a boolean for Usenet. If you don't know what net is, just go online, check out what net punch through is. It's fairly cool for firewalls and such with games. You can just set this to true or false, depending on whatever you decide with NAT punch through. So when you look it up, just check out NAT and then punch through, like punch and through. And yeah, so that should get rid of that warning. Okay, so if we hit play, you're going to see, well, when this thing decides to go, you're going to see this IP, the port, the connect, and host. So if I clicked host, it's going to say connections, Unity engine, network player. That's kind of funny, network player array. What this should be is down here, this should be network.connections.length, because connections is a list of the network players that have been connected. So do network connections length.toString. So when I press play and I host, you're going to see it says connection 0, and that's because I'm the server. So what I'm going to do to make this, to show that the connections are working, I'm going to hit Control-Shift-B to build. I'm going to go to my player settings. I'm going to turn on run in background, because if my server, if we're doing network stuff, you should definitely, I would recommend running in background, because if you're a server and your server alt tabs into, I don't know, their web browser or something, and it's not running in background, that'll screw up a lot of stuff. So anyways, so check on run in background. I'm just going to hit build and run. It's going to build this scene out. Let me make a folder, builds, and then desk, let's call this Windows. And I'm going to call this demo. So it's going to build and then run. Okay, I'm just going to go to windowed mode so I don't lose my screen cap here. I don't really care what my resolution is. I can make it much smaller so I have more space. So here's my window, and if I hit host, you can see the connection 0. I'll get my firewall warning. Do you want to allow this? Yes, I'll allow this publisher. Okay, so I'll put that over there, and let me do this. Okay, so now let me maximize on play so we can see more of the screen. When I press play over here, now my local IP is 127.0.0.1. This will be correct for me connecting to my local host or my local machine. When I press connect, you'll see that it goes to connections 1, and this one's at connections 1. So I have successfully just now created a server, connected to the server, and I'm ready and listening for whatever the server and the client wants to pass back and forth. So this is, I know this video is kind of long, but it goes over how to get your server started and a little bit about what it was. So in the next video, we're going to learn a little bit more about servers and hosting and what types of servers there are, such as authoritative servers and peer-to-peer servers and so on and so forth. So yeah, I hope to see you in the later videos, and just let me know what you think in the comments, and I've always liked the feedback. It keeps me going. So cool. Until next time, thanks for watching.